Shalom, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful like brothers out there. Back with another quick video. The spirit has been heavy on me to basically ponder on the day of the Lord's wrath. I mean, we think about that all the time. It's like always on the brother's mind. When this thing gonna kick off, when everything is going to start speeding up and going, coming to pass. A lot of prophecies are coming to pass already. But we waiting for everything to, the dollar to collapse, martial law to be set forth, implement the chip, invade Iran, get us out of here. Y'all try to come on and get us out of here. So, but I was just, I was just thinking like we know, the things that are coming, but people in the world, because we've recently been having this thing with these Christianity, these Bible thumpers, those who think they know the scriptures, who claim to be followers of the scriptures, and followers of Christianity. I did a 3 or 4 part series on those on this very topic on you know the Christians have no idea what's going on, and which furthermore me bringing up coming to bringing this video to pass. Basically, I was just thinking like these Christians really don't know what's coming to pass. They think the day of the Lord's wrath is going to be a real good thing for them. They think that it's going to be a time of joyful and joyous, loving time. And don't get me wrong, it's going to be a very hard time. It's going to be joyful to the elect. The elect knows those times and they knows what follows those times. You Christians think it's going to be a good day for you. So I wanted to just bring out a couple of scriptures. Just touch on a couple of scriptures that are pretty meaty when it comes to what's going to be happening when the day of the Lord's wrath kick off. This first scripture I want to go into is Ezekiel 7:12. It says, "The time is come, the day draweth near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn, for wrath is upon all the multitudes thereof." Because they're going to crash the dollar. The dollar's going to crash, and they're going to want to implement a new system, which we know is the RFID system, the microchip, which is the mark of the beast. And that's going to be how you buy and sell. You know, those it tells you in Revelations 13:16. It tells you about no man shall buy nor sell, or save he that have the mark. So during these times, people aren't going to have the money and they don't have the means. And if you don't take that chip, you're not going to be able to survive unless you have Yahweh Shem Yahushua on your side, which we have the hope that we will have. The hope for like brothers out there that's saying this truth. Verse 13, "For the seller shall not return that which is sold, although they were yet alive. The vision is touching the whole multitudes thereof, which shall not return, neither shall any strengthen himself in the iniquity of his life. They have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none goeth to battle, for the wrath is upon all the multitudes thereof. The sword is without, and the pestilence, and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him." Because these are the ways how the Most High is going to plead with people through the sword, which is death and destruction, through pestilence, which is a suffering into death and destruction, famine, which is a suffering into death and destruction. So these are ways that the Most High is going to be pleading with people. He's either going to straight kill somebody, or he's going to straight give them this pestilence, which is a pestilence is like a disease, an infection, a virus, something like that. That's flesh that eats at the flesh from within all the way to the surface of the flesh. It deteriorates the flesh. Famine, well, we know what a famine is. you ain't eating, and your stomach's touching your ribs, and you starve to death. These are all different ways of what the Most High is illustrating during the day of the Lord's wrath, during that time of people are going to be experiencing. Verse 16, but they that escape of them shall escape, and shall be on the mountains like doves of the valley, all of mourning, every one for his iniquity. All hands shall be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as the water, as water. They shall also gird themselves with sackcloth, and horror shall cover them. The shame shall be upon all faces, and boldness upon all their heads. And one of the reasons being because I just did a video going into these holidays. The holiday season. Um, that's going to be one of the reasons why people are going to be going, against these things. These things are going to happen to them because the scriptures tell you that the Most High is going to rain judgment on those who follow, who celebrate these holidays, these feast days. This is that holiday season we're in, and people are gonna be celebrating these things, but you don't know that these things that you celebrate and these things that you following, we are gonna be the some of the reasons why you're gonna partake in what I'm reading right now, which is the wrath that shall come upon the people in the time of the Lord's wrath. Verse 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is a stumbling block. It is the stumbling block of their iniquity. So it's not like somebody can just commit iniquity and then they can have gold and silver and they can buy their way out of these troubling times. Then you won't be able to escape. It won't benefit you because you're paying for the iniquity that you've committed. You ran up a tab. You have no spiritual treasures. Therefore, you have to pay with your life. Next scripture is Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death. And then righteousness is those spiritual treasures. When you read in Matthew the 6th chapter, it talks about laying not up, laying not up. Actually, I'll just get it right quick. It's easier to do it that way. All right, we're at Matthew 6:19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rot does corrupt, and whether thieves break through and steal, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. And those spiritual treasures are earned by you following, by the Most High waking you up, coming back to your true nationality, understanding who you are to really worship your true power, which is Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, and following, the law, statute, commandments to the best of your ability, doing what the scriptures say, and going out doing the work for the Most High, because that's how you earn those treasures. You earn those treasures by what? By working. The Most High servants, as watchmen, they go out and they labor by doing this work. You storing up those spiritual treasures. So therefore, when you have those spiritual treasures, you don't need carnal. You don't need um, those carnal money like gold and silver. Even though that ain't the standard of money right now, that's the true standard of money, but it ain't utilized because we living in a credit-based system with the fiat, you know, with these FRNs, Federal Reserve notes. That's not gonna profit you. The gold and silver, if you have that in those times, ain't gonna profit you. You're only gonna be able to escape the things that's gonna come if you have worked. If you've been hired by Yahweh Shem Shai, you've been on the clock, you've been punching, those hours in, doing the work, laboring and you've been earning spiritual treasures. The last scripture I want to go into is Zephaniah 1 and 14. It says, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near, and hasten greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty men shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of troubles, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Now, damn, that right there, just reading that right there could take your mind. It could spin your mind. If the Most High, that's why the scriptures say, knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. Because if you don't have that, it can spin your mind. Just the thought of this. Imagine you have to go through this. Verse 16: a day of the trumpets, an alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither, here we go again, the last scripture I read, and the last scripture I had just finished reading in Ezekiel, just to say the same thing as Zephaniah. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath, but the whole land shall be devoured by the fires of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. And that's talking about ultimately America being destroyed by thermonuclear missiles being shot here on this land, which is called America, which is Babylon the Great. No matter what a nigga tell you, scriptures speak about ancient Babylon and modern day Babylon. And America represents modern day Babylon. Ancient Babylon was Iraq, and Iraq is still being inhabited. So if you understand what the scriptures talk about, the scriptures say Babylon, when it says the Babylon shall be destroyed or be a desolation without inhabitant, that means that must be talking about modern day Babylon, because ancient Babylon is still currently being inhabited. People down there is living in the land of Iraq. So with that, I hope this video was edifying to those who were able to tune in. Um, we all know that the day of the Lord wrath is coming, so that's why brothers is being focused. Apostle Tahar has put out a decree to increase your video count per week, and on top of going out doing the work and getting with other brothers and doing sit downs. Reason being is the push is coming from the left hand side, so we got to push from the right, and that's only doing us. That's only going to help us build up our spiritual treasures, because that's the only treasures that's going to be able to deliver in these times, the day of the Lord's wrath. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect brothers out there that's enduring. Shalom.